Step into the Carnivore Corner, where we act a bit more like established gentlemen. But an established gentleman who's proud to drink his wine with a juicy burger or a bone-in ribeye fresh off the barbecue.
Yeah, that's right. Here we are. Jay Brody, you're in the Carnivore Corner too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, nice to join us.
I feel much more distinguished in here. It's very nice.
Jamaal Magloire is our guest. Go and get him at Jamaal Magloire on Twitter. Follow him there. Go and check out his Instagram and, of course, TorontoRevelers.com. I got to ask, what's your morning routine?
My morning routine, wake up, shower, brush my teeth, probably take the long drive from Scarborough, Ontario to downtown Toronto to go to work. Work is great. Working out some guys that are getting ready for the NBA draft.
Wow.
It's going to be a life changer for so many people on Thursday coming up. And we have the 20th pick this year, and we're looking for some good young talent that could help us win some games right away.
I didn't actually realize the draft is this Thursday. So an exciting time for the organization. I would imagine that the reels and the film and everything you're watching, it must be pretty intensive right now.
It is. It's getting down to the big day. Again, we're looking for somebody that could help us play and win and contribute, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be. I remember when I was in the draft in the year 2000 and how big of a day that was for me. It was a life changer. It was me changing overnight in essence, and I'm just happy for all the young kids that have this opportunity to make it to the next level.
Exciting times. We're talking about watching film. Does Jamaal Magloire just like to sit back and watch movies? Are you a movie guy?
Not really.
No?
I'm not a movie guy because I think movies last too long. 30 minutes in the movie, I want to get up and I want to walk around, or I want to stretch, or I want to go outside and do something else. My attention span is very dismal. So movies are too long for me. I rather watch current events like CNN.
You're you're an energetic guy, and I guess that's why you can't sit still for too long. Is there a thing? You're 6'11", 208. Did you say 80 pounds?
Yes.
And I mean, your hands are massive. You're strong, but is there something that makes Jamaal cry? Like, is there whether it's butterflies around you or something?
A bad singer.
Are you, Jay, sing for him. Let's see him cry.
Moon River, singing in the night.
That's going to make me cry.
Yeah, Jamaal, who are some of your mentors?
My mentors, I have my high school coach, actually. His name is Simeon Mars, that was instrumental in helping me develop and grow up as a man, from a young man to a man, and I owe so much to him. I think he would be my number one inspiration and my mentor. And I guess a lot of my coaches, I really admire Dwayne Casey, his disposition, his demeanor, how his approaches on things. I watch him. I try and absorb everything he says like a sponge, and I respect him so much. He's a good one, and he's been a game changer for me as well.
Lovely to hear. It's neat. I think there's a lot of people out there that sometimes are, for some reason, shy as to talk about who has been, as you said, instrumental in helping evolve you, in helping grow you. And we all need those leaders. We all need them. And I think it's an important thing for kids to learn, Jamaal, like that. It's okay to like when we're young, we almost don't, we disregard our teachers like they're an annoyance. But if you think back as to how they've change your life. They make you a better person, and we all do need that. And I think that's cool that you admit that and talk about that. You're on social media now. Are there some negatives about social media that you don't like?
I wouldn't say that I have any negatives about social media. I think it's a great opportunity to reach out to your fans and vice versa. I think it's an opportunity to meet people, new people that you wouldn't otherwise meet if it wasn't for the freedom of the internet and social media. And it's a great way just to get the word out there. There's so many things that we're doing in the summertime. There's so many things that I do as a person throughout the whole course of the year that I feel like I got to get out to the public that social media is just another vehicle, another way to do it, and it's a great tool. It's a great way to meet people and meet your fans.
Do you ever follow any of the pretty ladies back that might follow you?
Sometimes.
So, follow them if you're a pretty lady, and you might get a direct message back one day. You work so hard. You continually work so hard. You've obviously retired from playing pro, but now involved with the Raptors. How do you relax, though? Because you're always going. Do you compartmentalize? Can you chill out?
I do. I kind of chill out every day. Once work finishes and we do everything that we need to do to get the guys better and stronger and prepare for the season, I take time to go home and clear my head. Sometimes I spend times hanging out with my friends and have a good time. The advantage for me is that I'm home. These are guys that I grew up with that I get to spend time with now that I'm not playing, and I have a lot more time on my hands now that I'm helping coach than I did as a player. So I'm happy. I'm in a good place, and I'm very, very, very good, very humbled, very fortunate to be back home.
Very nice to hear. I would imagine maybe the only downside is people always asking you for tickets to the game.
Yeah, that is a downside. I can admit that is a downside. Every single game, I get hit up for tickets, and it's funny that I'm not playing and they're still asking for tickets. Because when I was playing, I could understand why they would want to come and see the games, but they want to come and see the games to see me sit down in the second row. But it's fine. Again, as long as they're boosting and backing our team, I'm fine and I'm happy.
Here with Jamaal Magloire in the Carnivor Corner, absolute legend of a man, just one of the pioneers, of course, for Canada and basketball. I've always wanted to know this for an athlete who's dedicated to the game for so long. Some let it go after in terms of their body and just relax. You still stay in such good shape as we talked about. Is there ever a moment where you're just like, I'm done. I want to get fat here or something?
Not really. I'm really fairly young in the bigger scheme of things. Even though I'm old in basketball years, I'm still young in life, and having to work these guys out every day. Me and a couple of the other coaches are in the front lines that actually have to guard them and play against them every single day. I want to make sure that I'm giving my best effort and I'm in the best shape possible, because it's hard to tell a basketball player what to do when he looks at you and says that you look like shit. So you gotta
lead by example.
You gotta lead by example, and you gotta look and play the part. And I've always worked out as a player, and it's something that I want to give up now.
Are there some hobbies, Jamaal, that you would have that would surprise us, whether it's cooking or gardening or
actually dancing?
Yeah,
I like to moonwalk.
I
like to do the electric slide. I just like to have a good time.
We got to see you do the moonwalk. I got to just
not on camera.
That's right. We're filming this for the YouTube channel too. Brody, you gonna try moonwalking later?
I can moonfall.
You can
fall right on the moon. Yeah.
Hey, is there anything you would do over? Is there if you had an opportunity to do one thing over? Is there anything you would do?
Absolutely. I would do a lot of things over. I said to my father yesterday, only if I would have knew 10 years ago that everything that my mother told me, whether I liked it or not, I should have listened. And if I would have did that, I would have been so much better off. So I do.
Wow.
I do have regrets.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Anything you'd elaborate on, or you don't have to? I don't want to. I'm not trying to hold
particularly,
it. Yeah.
Not nothing that I could remember distinctly, but just in the bigger scheme of things, everything she says now I listen to, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I listen because I know she's right. Maybe not in a direct way, and maybe in an indirect way that may take 2 weeks later to figure it out and understand, but eventually she's always right.
It's back to that sort of mentor thing or parent thing. It's exactly that. Listen to those mentors and your parents, because they do know, and they want to help. That's all the key is in growing up and becoming a man, woman, whatever it is. It's helping the next generation so we can all evolve and be the best that we can be. What you said you don't love the too much sugars, but what would be a favorite dessert for Jamaal Magloire?
Probably say I like strawberry shortcake.
Ralphie, go get him some strawberry shortcake. No, okay.
Right away.
Right. Ralphie darted out of here. You've met so many wonderful people in your life and a lot of celebrities. Is there anyone that you're in awe of, like that a celebrity that you had the opportunity to meet that you were a super fan?
Not really. I kind of respect everybody the same way. I'm not at the magnitude as some of the stars that I've seen, but I understand their struggles. I understand their hardships. I understand their accomplishments, and it's tough. I wish that they have the time that they could be regular people and have fun like everybody else. But there's not one person in particular I really would call a superstar. I just appreciate everybody's talent and kind of understand what they go through.
Hey, Brody, don't I feel like a moron now after earlier I was like, oh my God, I'm so anxious. Jamal's here.
No, you're good. You're good. You're the exception to the rule, brother.
No.
You're my big brother.
Oh, that's very sick. To be called Jamaal Magloire's big brother, man. I know I'm doing well. That's
Just an
cool.
age, though. Definitely nowhere else.
What is the...
He's 6'11", 285. Just an age.
What would be a moment you're most proud of?
Most proud of is probably coming back home for the first time and playing for the Toronto Raptors. I've had a lot of accomplishments as a basketball player, but in the back of my mind, I always wanted to have that opportunity to play for the hometown team. And Brian Colangelo gave me that opportunity, and for that I'm forever indebted. And will always be known as the first Canadian that played for the Toronto Raptors, so I'm happy.
And sorry to interrupt, but the fans, appreciated every moment of that too. When you came back, still playing, it was something that was long overdue. I remember the rumors for years was always like, Jamal's coming this year. Jamal's coming this year. And finally, you came. But if I could do one thing over again, it would try and be a GM and brought you there in like 2004. They
would have won a lot more games. Yeah. That's for damn sure.
I love it, man. Do you use skin lotion? You have nice skin. Do you put
I do.
lotion on? Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
I do. I take care of myself, and I want to stay young for as long as I can. So I do go above and beyond what I should be doing.
Oh, I love it, man. And fashion, you do dress very well. Is that something that you put a lot of effort into?
I do. Good? I like looking good. I was taught that if you look good, you'll feel good, and you'll play good. So I just kind of follow that motto and try to always be professional and represent this city the best way I know how.
Jamaal, I can't once again thank you enough for your time. I have one last very serious question here in the Carnivore Corner. How do you use an airplane bathroom?
It's not sitting or squatting, that's for sure.
The limitations of 6'11" in certain situations must be pretty tough, though.
It is. You got to duck. You got to compact yourself as tight as you can and hope for the best.
Hey, the Toronto Revelers, TorontoRevelers.com. Go and get involved. This is a awesome time, and it's not even stepping outside of your comfort zone because of how comfortable the environment that you create for everybody is. Go to TorontoRevelers.com, and we've learned about obviously why they designed the certain costumes and the Pan Am theme this year, and the band leader right here, Jamaal Magloire, not just a band leader of the Toronto Revelers, but really a band leader for Canadians, man. You're one of those guys we really look up to and respect. And
thank you, big brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. And of course, the birthday party on the 28th at Edwards Gardens. Where can we find out information for that?
You could go on to TorontoRevelers.com. It's my birthday. As you know, it happens once a year. June 28th. It's outdoor and indoor. So we have a contingency plan if it rains. It's all you could eat, all you could drink. It's for everybody. Come, support, enjoy. And again, let me provide you with the experience of the summer and the experience of a lifetime.
Go and do it. And of course, TorontoRevelers.com at Jamaal Magloire. And ladies, give him a follow. You might, like I said, you might get that direct message back. Once again, thank you so much for all your time, and thank you for being here in the Carnivore Corner.
Thank you. See you Sunday.
We'll talk soon, my man.
That was another edition of Carnivore Corner. Big and bold in style. On the Todd Shapiro Show, SiriusXM Channel 168.